Hello friends, pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary today for the following days: Sunday, August 6th, Monday the 7th, Tuesday the 8th, and Wednesday, August 9th of 2023. What did I do on these days? Well, Sunday was a busy day right here at headquarters. I had come back from a trip the day before and was really looking ahead to the week and planning content for broadcasts, interviews, talks, staff meetings. The week I was preparing for on Sunday is one of the weeks where we bring our pastoral team together and strategize, update each other, and make plans for pro-life progress in the months ahead. So that requires simply a lot of quiet time, desk work, reading, reviewing of papers, reviewing of emails. I had to do some work also for the national pro-life leaders in terms of the pro-life calendar and arrangements for an upcoming visit to our office by our local sheriff to do an interview here in the studio, as well as some other communication with conservative leaders across the board around the country. And did on Sunday also the live scripture broadcast here from the studio at 10 a.m. And of course, being the Lord's Day, some extra time for prayer, outreach to family, and so forth. So I was here and did all that on Sunday the 6th. Monday the 7th, we were privileged to welcome here first thing in the morning one of our new priest associates on the team, Father David Begany. And so I greeted him, met with him, arranged here in the studio for some taping for him. I had prepared earlier in the morning some spots. I did some work on this on Sunday too. Some short spots for him to tape here in the studio, and got him set up with that in the morning right after our 8:30 staff briefing. He did that while I met with other staff. Then I came back in here with him mid-morning, and we taped a fuller length program right here in our studios. And we talked about the reconciliation and healing that follow abortion and the part of obviously the ministry of priests and of Priests for Life. Then after having done that, had some other meetings with staff, and then at 11:45, took Father Begany along with our executive director for a working lunch downtown. We came back from that and came back into the studio. Father Begany taped a show with Janet while I met with other staff and took care of some things like, preparing some more spots for him to tape, looking at flights for upcoming trips, and approving them, I should say. Our travel coordinator looks into them, and then looking ahead to January, making some arrangements already for the prayer service that we coordinate on the day of the National March for Life. At 3:30 in the afternoon, I came back into the studio with Father Begany, and we brought on Bishop Joseph Strickland from Texas for an interview for one of our programs, so we took care of that. And then having done that, we followed up with more staff meetings, and then at 5:30, I went out with Father David for a quick dinner, a working dinner, and then we came back. I caught up with end-of-day staff reports at my desk, and then at 9 p.m., Father David and I came here into the studio and we did a live program. It was a national prayer rally broadcast for the Ohio vote coming up the next day. That reminds me, I should have mentioned on Sunday night at 9 p.m., I also did a live broadcast from the studio here, a nationwide prayer service for the Ohio vote. So we had two in a row, Sunday night and Monday night, live at 9 p.m. I know many of you joined us for those prayer broadcasts. Tuesday, August 8th, was a very busy day here with staff. My usual administrative meetings in the morning while I'm having breakfast. I'm on the phone with our administrative team. 8:30, we have our staff briefing. And then, let's see, we immediately went into a meeting of my executive director. After we met with the studio team briefly to set up their work for the day, a meeting with our executive director and with our Rachel's Vineyard executive director. And that was at 9 a.m. followed at 9:30 by another meeting with our executive director together with Kevin Burke, husband of Dr. Teresa Burke. They co-founded Rachel's Vineyard. They're part of our team. So we talked about the ongoing work that he is doing with us and for that healing ministry. That was a 9:30 meeting. At 10 o'clock, we reconvened with our whole pastoral team, and we had updates from various departments, statistics from our website department, statistics from our social media department, an update from our resource department, and an update from our internet department about new postings on our website. So we keep the team who are out there serving you and speaking on the media fully updated about our own resources. I had some work at my desk, including travel plans, media interview plans, approval of letters for what's called prospecting. Many of you know that very well, going out and looking for mailing to people who have never been connected with our ministry before and might want to support it. Writing some more radio and TV spots, approving some press releases, approving some appeal letters, working on the Pro-Life University that we are going to be launching, and planning some meetings for pro-life leaders that we will be coordinating as we usually do. Then the schedule continued with an 11:45 lunch meeting with our executive director and with Father David Begany, our pastoral associate. We had a working lunch, planned a lot of upcoming things. Came back to the office, connected with staff, did some of those topical areas I just mentioned. And then at 2 p.m. Was in a call with our vice chairman. At 2:30 p.m., a meeting with our website department. At 3 p.m., a taping here in the studio of one of our evening programs. At 3:30 p.m., a meeting with our international team and our executive director for an update. So folks that represent us at the United Nations and that work with the Vatican and work with international legislators. We had a very good meeting at 3:30 about that. At 4 o'clock, a meeting with the studio team to talk about continued developments in our ongoing effort to bring you good video quality programming. And then work at my desk getting the end of the day updates from staff, getting a quick dinner. And then at 8 p.m., I co-hosted the national call for the regional coordinators of our Silent No More campaign. This is a monthly meeting I look forward to all the time, where we have these people on the line who help to receive from those that have had abortions and want to join the Silent No More campaign to seek more healing and share their stories. They receive them in the local geographic areas of our nation that they're responsible for, and then we all talk together about how to better serve these women and men alike, some of them parents of aborted children, some of them grandparents, to find the Lord's healing and to share their stories. That was Tuesday, the 8th of August. Wednesday, the 9th of August, here at my office from early in the morning, doing some desk work on things like follow up on the Ohio vote from the day before, follow up with leaders, phone conversations with leaders, comments to the media, written and otherwise, newsletter and travelogue. These are monthly mailings of Priests for Life to you, our Priests for Life family. So I did some work and planning and preparation and approvals of material for those, plans for broadcast, and also plans for upcoming trips. We had, along with the morning administrative meetings, our 8:30 staff briefing, which was an expanded briefing because we got updates from the Rachel's Vineyard team, Teresa Burke herself, and updates from Brian Kemper on our youth outreach and street activism. Then at 9:30, Janet, our executive director, and I got on the phone with a Wall Street Journal reporter who wanted comments from us about the Ohio vote. At 10 a.m., I was here in the studio and went on live with Steve Bannon on War Room. I know many of you are War Room watchers. If not, you should be. And Steve and I talked about this Ohio situation as well. Then I went into the meeting already in progress with our staff and our full pastoral team and off-location staff. We had updates from our technology department. I gave an update about my recent travels. We had updates from our international department, from our Silent No More campaign, from our Washington, D.C. office, and from our communications director about the media that we have done as a team over the last month. At 11:30, our executive director and I met with Father Dennis Wild, who has served us for a very long time, Augustinian priest, full-time on our pastoral team. We got an update from him and made some future plans. After a quick lunch, let's see, I had a quick lunch here in the office, and then at 1 p.m. I went into a media interview, a live program actually, online program with Catholic Online. And I was there with two deacons and one of their lay leaders. And we were talking about the church's teaching on contraception. It was a very, very fascinating program. It went for about an hour and 15 minutes. We took questions from the public. And as soon as that was finished, I had to take a ride over to Merritt Island, about 20 minutes away. And I had a regular dental appointment. Everything is good with my teeth. And I had that dental cleaning, and then our executive director and I met there on Merritt Island for some afternoon work. I had a good phone conversation with our friends over at Focus on the Family, with whom we collaborate, I should say, with pro-life activities. Of course, they are very committed and active on pro-life. Then I came back to Titusville, had some dinner myself here at the office, and did some quiet evening work, catching up on staff reports and so on. So, August 6th through the 9th, 2023. Those were the activities that I did here at Priests for Life. Love this work, love telling you about it, and love to have your support for it, which I know is very, very strong and real, and I'm grateful for it. Thank you, and we will talk to you again soon.